Let me look at mine. We can put it in there. Here.
They have a little problem firing it up?
No, we just wondered if water's supposed to... Get away from the table, Troy, just for a minute.
Come on, Dad.
They call it food. It looks, you just look strap it on, and it's like this part, you just strap it on. Where it actually is shoe on top of it.
The doctor got it unorganized.
Still hard to go back.
I'm awful organized, and he got us very unorganized.
Who's that?
Well, it just took a while to get us all together. Me and Gramps will be able to.
That may take weeks. No, it won't take that long. You got some steak there that's seated? Yeah, got it tied up. In a cool. Sometimes you don't think it's crazy. Little bit of time.
Need to get something to eat, you know, with something to cake.
Wait a while.
Yeah.
Red. Yes, yes. Good chasing. Well, they did. Caught him with his guard down. Oh, they took some more. We got the one evening. We had 20 beers close enough to be careful now. We had 20 beers close enough.
This is just an overflow.
I'm not sure.
Don't make it, it's kicked out the breaker. One breaker there.
Those roses are gorgeous.
What's out now? And we're sitting right in the middle of it.
Howard can stand right here.
Them sergeants are friendly. You said it. They're going to pay through the nose. It's probably worth it. It is. Yeah, the location. That is the owner. The part now, what did you want, Matt?
Next one,
What you doing here? No, I wasn't. Good to see you.
y'all. How you doing? See y'all.
You don't know I know. Strawberry jello. What's that? Did you get the raisins? They make a nice granddaughter. Oh.
My husband, Ted.
How you doing?
My grandson.
How you doing? They won't sign mine. Oh, I know who you are. I dreamed about you last night. You did? Good bad. It was all right. I walked in. I told J.B. I said, it looks so good. Give them a keepsake, Ted. Just keepsake. Oh, good. Yeah, just look how turkey she looks. Yes, indeed. Congratulations. Well, I'm not 100. You are. You got your age. You got your
Look on top of it. Yonder. And see if you like
Hey, I said, congratulations.
on top of that.
I said, I'm looking all the men. I don't know.
Big enough. Could be. We gotta get the priorities right, you know. Maybe we need to bite time.
Neighbors.
Good or bad? Who am I? Am I the Wayne or what?
It's a mine yard. A lot of work doing it. No, you can't. Oh, it's out
I'm not sure. You got an insurance policy? That could have been. I was always around there. Making me burn, man. They still make me do this. How y'all doing? Good seeing you. How's your daughter? She's doing I think I'm working so hard I can't get out of
Hello, dear. How you doing?
I'm the baby.
Good. I wonder why. I wonder why.
Man, you must have had a couple of thousand of them things.
Oh, I had that many at least.
That's my old dog.
That's our started with his father
I said, well, why don't you come over and sit down? I talked to us a lot. She says, yeah. So she come over and sit down.
Party all day today, huh?
Miss White's load of boom on you?
Well, no, I told her I had been here some bunch of things. She was happy.
But I tell y'all,
Your family gets really
she acted like she was disappointed. She probably Miss Patty still.
You're working in a step for them in your yard?
No, I need someone to help me out. You want to you know they were talking about the church. Hey, look at all that. It would give you a like this.
Hello?
No, that's Melvin Senior.
Hey, you need to sign in.
It's beautiful. Did it come in that arrangement?
Just like that. Been just like that ever since.
You'll know it all.
Ray, I'm going to entertain a football and be dreaming. If you're wondering who's taking
We like to keep doing costs around here, you know that? We don't like to go for these.
Now, that's the kind of idea that holds that little.
tell you what, I've had to change jobs.
We'd make it work in there too.
What's up, y'all football fans? Go everyone in there. He called me on the coach.
And to be a new that's ours. And to be a
Neil's here.
Miss Hopper.
Oh, hey, how are you?
How you doing?
You're home. You're home. I mean,
Well, that's just what we're talking about.
He was here first. One thing.
We have sugar-free ones or just regular.
You're really
Sweet or not, I haven't tasted it, to be perfectly honest with you.
I'm fixing to walk.
We're gonna see this one.
We have a day.
Well, they show it because you can't help. I was singing for
How you doing? I'm Henry. Who are you?
You'd like to see that?
Hurry, Matt.
I will take another color.
Okay. Come on, Matt. Come ask for another color.
In this one, you missed for yellow. So I got
buddy? It was superb. Yeah. Good. We missed you last Sunday. I just want to let you know we missed you now.
You got a big lump. I'm gonna give you a little tip. Oh, I can't.
We got it. You must have stayed there for 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
We came through there last Saturday. And boy,
That might look good on tape, that's all.
I'm ready for some juice.
I mean, any song, it doesn't really matter. Come, get over there, Cecilia.
Sing a song.
Jesus loves me.
Who said that? Oh.
Go for it, Steve. Only songs I sing is stuff like the Smurf songs.
Well, now, I know Michael knows some.
Know some what?
Songs.
Are you taping me?
This
The
is
lights on.
this is a screening.
What do you want me to sing?
Well,
I've been doing great.
That's for me.
I'm the one who poured this glass. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Won't you
I
all
get
pour
my
your
own.
glass?
Oh, no, don't worry. Be happy.
No.
I don't know that song.
I absolutely hate that song. If you sing it, I'm gonna slap you.
I don't know that.
Watch me pour.
I don't know any of that.
Sing it.
Did that song? Yeah, she gets songs.
I ain't singing that.
I'm ancient. I don't know those songs.
You know the signs?
Whatever that was.
When the strings go marching. No.
You're gonna be on candid camera. Oh yes. How do you like it? Does it record sound?
oh yes.
Well, tell them the birthday wish.
happy birthday, and just wish you many more birthdays.
Okay, here, let's get.
That's a break-proof camera?
No, let me move back a little. Wonderful.
Okay, this is Mr. Chandler.
Well, good. We're glad you could come, Mr. Chandler.
Mel,
Uh-huh.
this man here must get on film right here, right here. Mr. Smart. Say howdy.
Good morning.
Afternoon.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Good afternoon.
They've been riding around for hours. You did?
I'm thinking
Okay, sure. If y'all can think of anything.
Man, oh man.
Mother or daddy has done.
Where is John?
Where's?
John, where are you?
Oh, the scissors are still, Rudy, the scissors are still in your back pocket before you sit in one of those chairs.
All the bunch.
You want to cut off some tail?
Okay, here we go. Daddy, find you a seat. My mother. Here, let me put you over here by mother.
I'm always scared of these games.
I know it.
Wait, newlywed gang, maybe?
Hey,
Again?
oh.
And no comment.
Oh. Nothing but the truth can be told in this room.
Oh, wait a minute. Start all over again. I missed it.
Well, we're each trying to think of something cute. All right.
Something new.
Something cute. Sweet. Funny.
Funny. Embarrassing.
No. Not
Throw mine out.
Whatever it was.
anything about mother or daddy that you can remember that made you laugh.
Can we start over here?
Yeah.
Looking for that Troy.
Okay, Troy, do you have an idea?
Well, no.
No.
Well, no.
I said idea.
Tell yours later. He's gonna tell his later. Okay. Stuart?
Okay, whenever Adam and me were playing football,
That's not about me and Gramps.
No fair interrupting.
Granny said don't put the football in the flower bed, and then we were just throwing the ball, and I threw the ball out, and then he just threw it back to me. It tipped on my hand, and it flipped in the flower bed.
I know now. Now what about Gramps?
Oh. Remember it popped.
Well, it'll take all night.
Yeah, pop. Adam's ball pop.
That's right.
Oh, good.
Okay, I was somewhere outside and I was all hot. I went inside and I was taking off my socks, and then I heard this thing go. And then my mama had she was turning on my water, but I think it was cold, and I was taking off one of my socks, and I heard this boom, and then I turned around, I said, Mama, what happened? And then there she was in the middle of the tub, fell down.
Was that about
Was that like
And
Gramps?
then I started laughing, then my mama started laughing, and Granny started laughing a little bit, and Grandma said, oh, Stuart, don't go in there, she may be naked.
Okay, Rhonda. Fond memory when we went on our trip to Carlsbad Caverns. And Cecilia and I were riding with Gramps and Granny, and we caught Dad and I think Uncle Rudy running a red light. And so Gramps helped us fill out a traffic ticket. And we called ourselves the Coleslaw Kid and the Pecos Kid. We wrote a traffic ticket for our dads.
I'm telling y'all the truth. The first one got a ticket was Gramps. Neither is a lad that wrote it.
Ted, you have
I
any?
did.
No, that was my
Yeah.
story.
Oh,
No, I wasn't part of that.
Yes, you are.
Howard, you have anything? Oh, wait, let's go back to Don. Don? No. What you gonna say, Don?
Hey, I did something. You gotta do something. Just do a short one if you don't have no time.
About the first time I came over here, Granny asked me if I could put up with this, crazy bunch. About the last time she told me, that I was a part of it.
You're just as crazy as we are.
That means you crazy?
Great day.
I did ask him something like that, and then next time I said, well, I guess you're gonna be a part of it.
Howard, do you have
I
anything?
think that's the way you know you're accepted in the family, when Granny stops asking you if you can put up with this crazy bunch. You start asking other people and pointing to you.
Liz?
That was a good one. Well, all I have to say is that I am the only granddaughter-in-law, and I've been the only granddaughter-in-law for 8.5 years. And I'm not talking to you, but I think it's time.
Yay!
That's not my Granny impression.
That's about Aunt Bessie.
You do?
You hadn't come up with one yet.
Only about Troy washing the dogs alone.
Watching the dog?
Washing.
Washing the dog.
Yeah.
How long did he wash it?
And several album pictures. Dad's still washing the dog. I don't know how many pictures she made, but they were ever so often there. We would be.
Matthew?
Okay, Mary.
Ma'am.
All right,
Don't stand on the edge.
this happened when it was time for Anita to be born, and Betty was staying at our house. And that same day, she was getting a permanent in her hair. We did home permanents then. And so, and this was going to be the very first grandchild. And we got through with the permanent up to the rolling of the hair, you know, and it was still wet. And it came time for Anita to come. And Granny just couldn't handle it. She just had to lay down in the hall, and we had to step around her, and over her, and get Betty to the hospital. She finally was able to get up and us help her to the car too. So she was there for
That's the only time I ever fainted.
And then this is about Gramps. When me and Betty were about 8, 10, or something like that, every Saturday they gave us money to go to the movies. So this Saturday we told them which movie we were going to. There was 2 theaters up there, you know. Big town. We had 2 theaters right side by side. So we told them which one we decided we wanted to go to. So we went up there and we decided we would see it again. Not just once, but 2 times. And when we didn't come home back the first time, Granny sent Gramps up there to find us. Well, he got up there and he went into the movie house that we said we was going into, but on the way we decided we'd go to the other one. And so they were pretty upset when we finally came home from seeing the other movie. He went in the one, but he never did think about going back and looking at the other one. But that's us bad girls.
Oh, that's the worst thing we ever did.
I bet.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst thing we ever did.
That day.
That day.
They saw that movie at least 4 times.
It was a good one. I don't even remember what it was.
Gilda with Rita Hayworth and Glenn Ford. Shonda? Melvin?
Shonda, be careful what you say about me.
Is Melvin? She's passed.
Well, I've known Granny and Gramps for about 36 years, and I've always voted on Gramps' side.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
What the subject is, I was on
Gramps every time.
If Granny said, Troy, you can't hear a word I say, you're deaf, I said, oh yes, I can hear very well. And if Betty says, he's blind in one eye and can't see in the other, I say, oh yeah, he can read better than I can.
I just wanted to show you I could still pick you.
So Gramps, I'm always on your side.
That's true. Okay, Rudy.
Me? Rudy, be careful. You know I can walk.
Oh, I just want to give you an idea how I got involved with the Burns family.
How many minutes is it going to take you?
I know, but we were in a church group, and it was Christmas time, and we were going around caroling, you know. We wind up in a home, and they were serving cold drinks and chocolate and all that. And Mary was, you know, I was a popular fellow then. Dave was giving me the eye.
But I tell you what, he had an accent
she would figure I would maybe attach herself, but I was going to play the field, you know. I was going to be non-touchable, you know. So she said something about, why you know, she asked me personal questions and all that, and I said, well, I told her a few things, and I walked off, and she winked at me or whatever. And she had that little reindeer on there, that little red-nosed reindeer, you know. And she laid it down, and when we were ready to leave, I took that reindeer with that red nose, and I said, "There's your Rudolph, Mary."
Me and Gramps.
She got so mad at me. She won't talk to me, and about 5 years later, I met her at a wedding, you know. And man, I was still wondering if she remembered that reindeer episode. So I was trying to play up to her, and she just played cool, you know. And I just kept following her like a little puppy dog, and I said, I just tried to make a date with her. She said, well, call me during the week, you know. So I finally called, and she said, oh, well, okay. Man, I went and bought some flowers, and I bought a box of candy, and I wind up over there at the Burns' house, and you know, they're all looking at me, there's a mean German. They had a dog over there. What was that dog's name? Mickey. Yeah. As soon as I opened it up, man, I said, get that dog out of the way or I'm going to kill her. You're talking about somebody. Whoo! Everybody was just putting their body between me and the dog.
We didn't
It looked like the whole Burns family was just laying in front of the dog. Protecting the little Minnie.
And you were in the doghouse.
Mickey, yeah. So I was in the doghouse again. It took me another 3-4 weeks to get straightened out of that.
Okay, Nita.
Okay, these were when I was smaller. One instance was we would always go and stay a week, you know, in the summer with our grandparents. And Granny and Gramps babysat with the Backus kids. And so we were over there, and one lunchtime, Granny had put our dinner on the table. And I said, I don't like that. And she said, well, you're going to eat it because your Aunt Mary cooked it for you. You know, she was just warming it up. I said, well, I don't like English peas. And she said, yes, you will eat them. And they were English peas and gravy. And I had to eat them one by one. I swallowed them, but I ate them. And then another time was, we would go fishing up in Lake Wood. And there was always this real good fishing pole. And Cecilia and I would always, you know, kind of fuss over it. So Granny and Gramps would give us times, you know. You have it so many minutes, and then she had it so many minutes. Well, one morning, Granny got up early, and she went outside and got the fishing pole. Got her fishing in before the rest of us even got up. And Cecilia and I woke up, and we went to the door, and she said, y'all go back in and eat your breakfast. And so Cecilia and I went inside, and there was our toast and eggs, and she had cooked these grits. She poured the grits into a bowl, and we put our fork in, and the whole grits went there. And by the time we got outside, she had caught all the good fish. And I have one to tell about Gramps, and this is about fishing too. I know why he never did like to fish. And that's because he didn't ever have time to fish, because we were always hollering, take our fish off the hook, or we need a new hook, put a worm on, pull the fish in, you know, the line's broke. And he always was helping us. But, let's see, about a month ago, we came over and went fishing with Adam. And it was on a...
Adam's not here.
I know, but this is okay.
It's a true story, though.
We came over on a Sunday, and it was a real pretty weather. And I said, you know, I should get out there and start digging up some worms. And now, Gramps is a real devout deacon, and he believes when there's no work on Sunday, there's no work on Sunday. So he would not let me dig any worms. We dug the next day, and we did not get many worms.
Maybe you were waiting for me.
That's enough.
Joanne, do you know anybody?
I don't know all that much because the only time I've known Laurie is at family reunions. And there's always groups around. But one time, she and Troy came to visit us in Missouri. And we took them to the Pond State Park, which was kind of a wild preserve at that time. And there was a beautiful creek going down through there. Oh, and my impression of Laurie was that she's always such a lady. And she always wore dresses and looked neat. Like she looks today. She has a nice trim figure. She wears these shirt-waist dresses and she looks like a lady. So we get down to the creek and she says, I'm a beautiful, clear, crystal water rippling over little pebbles. And Laurie said, I've got to take my shoes off and wade in that. And that's what she did.
My name is Archie Mayer. The Buckhannons and the Browns over the lumber mills had taken this professor and got him to stop working. Told him to take a year off of the job, go down to Gina Halton Trout and dig out all the history about the sawmill. And this Mr. Mayer came to me and some of the older ones. He said, I heard you were raised in one of the sawmills. I said, I was, from 1923 on. He said, well, they have told me to write a book. The cost is not an object. Take a year off, anything, to write this book. So he wrote the book. The book is a Southern Timberman. Southern Timberman. I can give you the name of the publisher, University of Georgia, published the book. So I called them last week. I was supposed to get a free copy. I called them last week. Jim Miller got one. And I called them last week. I don't know if I get a free copy or not. I'm going to buy one if I don't. It's expensive, $30. So I'm going to order one. Now that in this book, we have a picture, a map of all three towns, laid out exactly. Store, commissaries, and everything. And if you want me to tell something about sawmill life in this book. Now we'll get back to Laurie and talk.
Mama, I got that book.
Now, okay, I just want to tell you about this. It's a book,
Mama, I
hardback
got the
book,
balloon.
Southern Timberman about the sawmills. He said, now, Miss Nichols, what can you tell me? He had a recorder. He said, do you care if I record it? I said, no, Mr. Mayor. I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. He said, all right, tell me the truth. Tell me about the sawmill life. I told him a few little incidents. I said, in the first row, there was the big boys, the bosses, and the superintendents. Second row, the little smaller boys. And then it kept going on down.
It's rows of houses.
And this rows of houses. I said, we lived in the next to the last house and way in the back. I said, you know what we were? I said, okay, what was family life alike? What was family life like in that next to the last house? Now, the family life at our house, you must know about it before I can explain it. I said, mother died with 11 children. I said, I'm the 13th one. Any suggestions you tell me? Well, there's 17 children. I'm the 13th one. I said, mother died, and there was always 9 or 10 kids at home. I said, my oldest sister was married. Then Laura Reed came in. I said, I don't know exactly how old she was. I think she was 12 or 13. How old were you?
12.
12, okay. 12 or 13. And
12 when Mama died.
Right. All this responsibility fell on my sister at 12 years old. My God. I said, one for every year. Because I can't believe it. Yeah. I said, we finally moved to town in 1923. We got a 3-room house. 10 or 12, 10 or at least 10 people there. I said, the front room was ladies' room, bedrooms. The other room was the boys' bedroom. I said, the first one we had those little kids. Maybe 4 or 5 or 6 in one bed. Then the other room was the kitchen. This is in the book. I read the book. I said, the other one in the kitchen. I said, this 12-year-old girl was about 15 then. We stayed about 3 years in the country. Came to town in 1923. Mother died in 20. I said, Laura Reed, the sister, at home, would get up about 4:30 in the morning with her brother. He would build a fire in the stove. Get it nice and warm, and Laura would get up and start baking biscuits. I said, I may be wrong. I said, it seemed to me like she had 2 pans, biscuit pans, 24 biscuits to a pan. Am I wrong?
I cooked 75.
75, 24 to a pan, I think you cooked 50, 48 or 50.
No, I cooked 75.
Okay.
Well, y'all all went to work.
Yeah, well, wait a minute, to start off that way. I said she'd get up at 4:30 in the morning and get Dad, fix his breakfast, get him off to work. Then she'd start waking up the kids and start still baking biscuits and frying eggs and getting everybody else.
I was older.
And that little 15-year-old girl did all this for these little brothers and sisters.
And kept us all starched and ironed. I went to school. The only thing we knew to do was learn.
And the brothers helped too, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah, the brothers helped.
Bet that old guy helped too.
Yeah, he had his turn.
He had his turn.
You did too. And me.
And you.
And Mary and Patricia.
And she raised our kids too, remember that?
All right. Now that's
Ain't somebody find a kid for her to raise.
That's the truth. Now I can tell.
Me and Dolly the other day.
I can tell a comedy if I can.
Okay, you can. Yeah.
All right. Every year, we kids would get a head shake.
Oh, no.
Did she do it? Oh, we always go tell
She
her.
was sick when I was turning. No, let Floyd tell that.
All right. I told enough.
Okay, Howard, have you known them long enough to?
I think so.
Okay. Can you say something?
Well, it was a short time after Geneva and I married. We had one of the kin folks over, and he says, I understand you're going to go see Lorraine. I said, yeah. He said, boy, she racked me over to no end. But you're in for it. Okay, so here we go. So whenever I meet Lorraine,
Lorraine.
when I stick my hand out, she said, we don't shake hands. We hug and kiss our kin folks.
Patricia. Okay, Ron is already. Oh, okay. Well, I have a couple of little things to
Don't
say.
tell too much.
Well, whenever my kids were all playing ball and different things, and Mom and Dad would come up to see them play, and so one time they came up to see Naomi being kind catcher on the softball team, and boy, she just sat in the bleachers and rooted for Naomi and rooted and rooted and rooted, and after a while, Naomi was going back to the dugout, and her coach said, Naomi, who's Anita?
they came up to see us, and my kids went to church on Wednesday night, and while they were gone, we got to laughing, and Gramps found out I had a Santa Claus outfit, costume, complete costume with beard and everything. And so while the kids were gone, Gramps dressed up like Santa Claus, and when they came back and walked in the door, there they saw their Gramps being Santa Claus, and Howard just went over and gave him a great big hug.
Told him what he wanted for Christmas. They knew that was
Santa
Gramps.
Claus and Gramps was the same person.
They couldn't believe it. Santa Claus was
I
Gramps.
don't know, doesn't like the same thing. I don't know what they said.
Okay, that's all I'm
Okay, it's
gonna
Uncle
say.
Floyd's turn.
You'll go hear them.
Well, I'll first tell the one that Leland started to tell.
Who wants to hear all
Whenever
this
we were
junk?
kids,
I do. All right.
Laurie and I both had typhoid fever. Our hair all come out. I mean, she was just as bald-headed as she could be.
That's true.
Leland and Winfred went and had their heads shaved. So a guy come up, I want to speak to the lady of the house. So I believe it was Leland. He called Laurie. Well, here comes Winfred first. All right. Here comes Laurie. Not a hair on her head. So then,
They all
Leland
come
and
see.
Winfred and I got off in the side room, and we made up what we're going to do. So Winfred, he walks through there. He looks at that man, just never quit looking. He went out front door. Not a hair on his head. Not a hair on his head. Next is Leland's turn. Leland come walking through there. Look at that man. Not a hair on his head. That time it was my turn. Well, mine and Laurie's hair had come out normal. We were both bald-headed completely. I walked through there. I looked at that man. By that time, Leland and Winfred had gone around the house and come back here.
You're stretching it.
Whenever I walked through there, looking at him. Finally, Winfred come in again. About the time Winfred got through, Leland come in. By that time, the man done got so frustrated, he'd forgotten all about what he was gonna talk to Laurie about. He went over across the street. Said, I want to ask you something. I said, what's wrong with that? I'm joking there. Said, there's about 8 of them without a hair on their head. And said they don't any of them act like they have good sense. All that time, Laurie saved her hair.
more candy.
She saved
And
it.
she'd wear a hat, and she'd stick this hair. Like she had hair. So Troy, he comes around then, and he starts courting Laurie. So, I think by that time she'd already got hair back in her head.
Not that long, curly,
So-
curly.
Troy asked Laurie, will you marry me? Said, I want to marry you and get you out of all this mess. Laurie said, well, I've got to think that over. Well, Troy come right by the house, going to the planer mill to work. So he came by the next morning, and Laurie says, here, Desi, said, take this and give it to Troy. And said, whenever you give it to him, you come straight back. Don't say a word. Desi said, no answer, nothing. Said, you take this note and give it to him, come straight back.
She left.
So Desi takes the note. Hey, Troy! Run off out there, Troy stopped. She handed him the note, turned around, back to the house. Troy started to unwrap it. All it said was yes.
Oh, that was so sweet.
come up with any stories on them.
Well, I can come up with a story of your family, but you go ahead.
I know dancing is more on my dad than Uncle Troy. We were out at this big porch, and I don't know whether y'all knew it or not, but my dad couldn't hear very well out of his left ear. So if you're over on the right side of him and you talk to him, it made sense, you know, he picked up on the conversation pretty good. But if you're over on that side, he just sounded real foolish at times, you know, got half what you said. And it's kind of in the springtime, Uncle Troy asked me, says, well, Fletcher, are there any blackberries down here? And my dad said, Troy, the black bears left this country. Yeah, we didn't laugh or say anything.
I know it.
Oh, we just sat there, you know. We just went on by. And I laughed about that many times, just like y'all have. Right then, I didn't say anything.
Oh, is it? Are you finished?
Yeah, that's
Okay, Cecilia, do you have anything?
It's too late right now for me to work.
No, I've got them, a sack full.
I'm Granny Graham. Well, there's two things that I remember real well. You have to remember that Granny took care of all of us Pecos children after school. So,
After
what,
school,
well, and everywhere else too.
morning.
So you have to remember that a lot of funny things might have went on that we might have just passed on as everyday things. There's two things that always stuck out in my mind. When we're over at Granny's house, Gramps worked shift work, and he had to sleep during the day.
Oh, yeah.
And Granny would always get on to us to be quiet, because we didn't want to wake Gramps up. Because if Gramps woke up, we would have a problem. Gramps would get on to us, and she would, you know, say, please be quiet, you know, Gramps gets up, she's going to get mad. Well, one day we decided to find out what would happen if Gramps got up. So we decided to wake him up, make a lot of noise, and we were sorry that we did.
He didn't do a thing.
I know, he scared us. That was enough.
I know he didn't.
Was it
slap,
Granny
No.
that scared you?
No, we wanted to see what would happen if he finally woke up. The other thing that really stands out in my mind was the incident where Granny was out in her backyard one day, and of course we were all there again, and there was this parakeet that flew on top of her head. And she was sweating, of course, and the bird was on top of her head drinking the sweat off of her head. She tells the story better than me.
This is really true.
It's really true. And, you know, it was funny that she had this bird on her head. So we decided, we were all excited, man, here's this parakeet on top of Granny's head. So she was real careful and trying to get inside so the bird wouldn't get scared and fly off, because, man, we thought it was neat, man. We thought, there's this bird. So she finally got in the house, and we all started screaming. Of course, the bird probably went berserk. I don't remember exactly what he did. When we got in the house, that was the greatest thing there was.
Gramps had to go find a cage.
Yeah, and so we called Mom. We told her the bird jumped on Granny's head, and we wanted to keep the bird. Could we keep the bird? And she said, yeah, if we could get a cage for it. Well, you know, most adults, they wouldn't put up with us children. So we got Gramps all excited. We had to go find us a bird cage. And I don't remember where we went. It's some rinky-dink Woolworth store.
Finally got it.
And we got us a bird cage.
Poor Gramps had to do all that for you.
Gramps drug us all over the place.
He had to go.
This is not going to be fun for anybody but me.
His mama or
But
daddy.
Mom and Daddy was going to buy us a bicycle, and so they read in the newspaper about
It's dear
this
to war.
used bicycle.
You a war and you couldn't buy one.
And so Daddy was going to go buy that bicycle.
for me and Mary. And I thought, how is he going to get that bicycle home? And it was the funniest thing to me when I saw him come riding on that bicycle. You know, that was just so out of character my daddy to see him ride on that bicycle. But another thing, he had this old car, this old 39 Plymouth.
Was it broken?
That's the first car we ever owned, and I was in the high school before we got it. It was 39 Plymouth, and it had about this much slack in the wheel when you were driving. Yes. So he would take us out to Falls River fishing, and then we'd come around this curve, and he'd go, You know how to drive it. Is that right, Melvin? It was like that.
That's right, you could almost spin it.
Yeah. No, the bicycle wasn't broke. He had a bicycle and a car.
Why couldn't he ride?
Well, he could. It just looked funny to me. But the funniest thing about Daddy, when Mary and I were little girls, this before Patricia was ever born, over in Alexandria, we lived in Pineville, they had this radio show. And we walked, we crossed that bridge, across Red River, down to Hotel Bentley, down to this big room, and they had this show, quiz show, and Daddy was going to get to be on it. And it was sponsored by Jack's Beer, J-A-X. You can't find that anymore, can you? But it used to be a popular beer.
Made in New Orleans, bad water.
And so Jack's Beer was putting this program on, and so the contestants got up there, and you had to answer questions, and if you won, you got a prize. If you lost, you got a bottle of beer. So we were walking home. We were walking back home. He got his bottle of beer. That's all he wanted. We were coming across that bridge back to Pineville, and Mother says, "There's George Huffman coming behind us." Well, he was the sheriff. He was walking right behind us, and we were fixing to go into Dry Pineville, where you can't have beer. No, he wasn't drinking. We walked. And so, you know what they did? They threw that bottle of beer in the river. I thought that's so real. Walked it over there. Oh, George.
Pineville was dry, you couldn't have nothing.
That's right.
Had to throw his prize away. No, I got something to tell on Granny.
I think that's enough.
No, this is about Granny. The one day, this was in the hot summertime, and me and Mary and Mother were in the living room on Huron Street, and for some reason, she was in her slip.
What year was it?
We were dressed. She was in her slip. I don't know. She was sitting in a rocker about like this, right in front of the door. The door was closed. No, the door was closed. And somebody knocked on that door. So she knew if that door was open, they'd see her. So she said, "Let me slip over here, and y'all go see who's at the door." So Mary and I went to open the door, and when she slipped over here, we opened that door. She forgot that mirror was right on. And she could see that man, and he could see her. Anybody got anything else to say? Mel.
You want to I'm holding it.
Don, you look like you want to put something on the table. Here, let's put a fork on it. In here on this table. Here's fork.
I see some of your children.
Not green beans?
Oh, Mama, almost hit you.
Don't you stop that for a minute?
For that.
Wouldn't be a gun. You can't carry it. You can't carry very much in the condo. The skin on the end, it's several hundred feet long. Like football. Maybe like a heavy.
Do one of that. It was a blessing.
You ever know?
Huh?
like sandwiches?